Hi everyone, Sonia here. I wanted to talk about the TEDx and what being the licensee of the TEDxJackson College was like for me. So, and what it taught me about helping others share their shine. So, I have written the workbook, Share Your Shine, and I do have a little Facebook group, Share Your Shine, where people get to be authentic and share what they did without people saying anything about their egos or anything. Just share your shine. What did you do? And I love watching what others can do for themselves. And as I fought through this looking for permission for myself. I love being that person that says, hey, you got this, or hey, you can do this. I know you can do this. Of course, when I know they can do it. And I really did want to do my own TEDx talk. I really, really did. And I had the topic and I knew what I was going to do. And I had been practicing for years. And when the idea came up to do it, I was all in. I was all in. I was like, yeah, we should bring this. Here's my chance to do a talk. But then cards didn't work out. I was the licensee. And when I received the congratulations, you're the licensee, but that means you can't do a talk. I was kind of sad for about 10 seconds. Did I get a tear in my eye? Probably. But then I was just like, oh, wow, this is going to be amazing for all those other people that will be able to participate. And I learned all the insides and outs, and I absolutely loved the idea of supporting others. And the Share Your Shine book is about co mentoring. So I didn't take it as if I was teaching them how to do it. I took it as we're co mentoring each other on how to learn as a cohort what the requirements were. And it was a great group. And I think everyone did really, really well. But what I learned about it is that everyone is of course in their own space, right? They're in their own space of what are they going to do when they get on the stage, or what are they going to do when they're the ones pulling the curtain? What are they going to do while they're doing, the video capture and all of that? They're of course in their own space, but they naturally turned into a cohort, and it was very easy. I didn't have to talk them into, hey, you guys are a team now. Come on. They naturally found the people in the group who they were going to practice with and work with and talk to and hang out with and all of that. And I just sat back and smiled because not because I was the one that brought it to them, but it was a thing and we were able to do it. And I was able to just do the background stuff, and it all just played out so seamlessly. And in the end, when I received the first email from one of the participants saying that it was live, I literally was jumping up and down with joy. I was so excited, not just for them, but for the whole purpose, for the student who video captured, who will be able to put on their resume that they have 10 videos that are international videos with the TEDx. So I absolutely love being behind the scenes. I love being on stage also, but I love being that person that can look at them and say, I knew you could do it. So that's that's what I know that there's so many people out there that do that and they don't get that congratulations that the people who are on stage do. But I just want to share that all of those people out backstage and all the people at the ticket desk, like everyone that participated, the marketing department, like everyone who participated, like congratulations, like this is a group effort. So if you see someone and you know that they want to share their shine, definitely put them out there and let them share their shine. Make that happen for them. And maybe it wasn't my time to be on stage this time. And that's okay. Just make sure that you are not the person in their way. Make sure that you're back behind them, making sure that they know they can do it. And giving them, I mean, depending on what role you have to play, maybe a mentor, maybe a trainer, maybe just that co mentor, standing with them, saying, you know what, we've got this. And that's a great thing. So let's get to it. But that's kind of what it taught me is that that's a great place to be. And I've had some mentors that have helped me and some co-mentors. And I used to do broadcast and I would be so afraid to actually be the person on camera. And now I'm not concerned with that anymore, but think about those people who are still in that space. So getting them into that space, or those people who are afraid to be on stage, or those people who, they wouldn't be able to present unless they had a presentation to follow. But maybe they didn't need it in the first place. Maybe they had it within themselves, and working with them to get them to do that. All of that kind of came tenfold after all of the videos were published, and it really taught me that things can be very, very successful as long as everyone is out there in the front helping each other who's in the front. So, regardless, if someone's back behind saying that this isn't this and this isn't that, and I'm not going to quote any of the this is with that event, but there's always people who are going to not appreciate every part because possibly they don't know every part in this. So, or, maybe they don't know everything and maybe it doesn't necessarily matter. But that's what it kind of taught me. Just keep moving forward and supporting people.